do we address content for our clients? That is a good question. It depends on the client, very first, but I just wanted to let you know what we have available here at Fluid. We do have in-house copywriters that we employ, and those copywriters are very knowledgeable in a lot of different areas. They are very knowledgeable when it comes to grammar. They are very knowledgeable when it comes to writing styles. They are very knowledgeable when it comes to putting pen on paper, or fingers to keys, if you will. But the thing that is important to note is that they aren't very good at being the expert that you are. So they are very much happy to sit in and listen to a sales cycle, happy to get on the phone and talk to a salesman to help understand their product more. And that has been really beneficial to many different partners that we've had to help the copywriters understand what kind of content that needs to be written. The other things that I say it really depends on the search engine results. So we do definitely write copy. If you have a lot of copy, fantastic. We'll optimize it. We'll tweak it. We'll change it. We'll adjust things. If you don't have content, then yes, we absolutely need to get content. So it depends on where you want to have our time spent. If you want to have our time spent writing content, then absolutely we'll write content. But there's only, depending on what we have available to us. So we also look at your competitors. If your competitors have tons of copy on their site, they have tons of blog posts, then yeah, we have some catch-up work to do, especially if that competitor is outranking you. The other thing is that your existing content, what does it look like currently? Are you having a ton already, or do you lack in that department? Inbound market. That's supposed to be inbound marketing, but what we want to do is make sure that your value is what you have in your head. Is that displayed on your website? A lot of times people just think a website supplements the salesman. I think of it in another way. I think that the website can do everything the salesman can do. So is your website capable of taking someone fresh off the street or fresh from the search engine result page and helping them buy the product? If it doesn't complete that full cycle, then you're missing elements that need to be included. The other thing that really determines it is budget. How much can you throw at it? Is it something that we should focus our time is? One of the things that we do here at Fluid is we take the budget that you agree upon and we tell you what the best plan will be for that budget. Yeah, we can spend $1,000 or $2,000 or 10 grand simply writing content and doing a great job with inbound marketing. But there are other elements that factor into an online or digital marketing campaign that we also have to make sure we address. The other question I wanted to talk to you about was social media. How do we address social media? Are we going to be using different social media profiles for our digital marketing online efforts? And the question there and the answer really is absolutely. Social media is something that you can't get away from when it comes to your online marketing efforts. But there is a difference between setting up social profiles and actually using them for their intention. And it also depends on what your competitors are using. So if none of your competitors are online or on social media, then it doesn't really make sense for you to be on social media, especially if they're not ranking ahead of you. But if there is a way for you to get on Twitter, to get on Facebook, to get on Instagram, to get on Pinterest, to get on Google+, to get on Flickr, to get on all of the various social medias that are out there, it takes somebody manning that profile. So as far as what our role is compared to what your role is, that's something that has to be determined. Absolutely, we want to be creating great content. That content is then what is pushed through social media. But a lot of things when it comes to social media that a lot of companies don't understand is that social media's intention and whole origination was so it gave the users a voice. If you're not listening to that voice, if all you're doing is talking about yourself, then it's much like the people that you know that are friends, that all they do when you talk to them is talk about themselves. It's a little annoying. So all you need to understand from a social media standpoint is that it's a two-way communication. You want people following you because you give them relevant information. Sometimes that relevant information might not be coming. So that's really what it comes down to when it comes to social media. So are you doing it now? What are your competitors doing? What your current social footprint looks like? What your inbound marketing efforts looks like? What kind of resources are you providing? What are you tweeting about? What are you Facebooking? What are you putting up on YouTube? What are you actually providing to the end user? And also, what we want to do here is figure out that in the onboarding process. We want to figure out what we're going to take off your hands and what you can do. And then our main objective is that we are an extension of your marketing team. So just like you don't give your marketing team everything, you say these are the things we want to focus on. That's the same approach we take here at Fluid. Hopefully this answers your question. If you have more questions, please reach out to us here at Fluid Advertising, and we're happy to answer those for you.